Good Kid, Bad Theories.
So Snoop Dogg is in some trouble, and he actually just lost his role on The Voice because of it. Which side note, I don't know why he was on The Voice because he cannot sing. So it's just like I thought that the whole point of anyway. But he got in trouble because he said some very interesting things about gay people, and I wanna play this right quick. And this has to do with the whole Superman thing, actually.
I took my grandson to see what was the movie with Buzz Light?
Toy Story?
Not that one, but
Oh, the new Buzz. The Lightyear. I think it's
yeah,
called
with
Lightyear.
Kiki Palmer's in that movie.
Okay,
She
okay.
plays like the daughter. So we watching it, and the lady, which is Kiki's mama, they move on into the space years. They move down the line. They're like, man, she had a baby with a woman. Well, my grandson in the middle of the movie, like, Papa Snoop, how she have a baby with a woman? She a woman. Oh, shit. I didn't come in for this. I just came to watch the goddamn movie. Hey, man, watch the movie. They just said she had a baby. They both women's. How did she have a baby? Shh. The movie ain't over with. So it's like, it fucked me. I'm scared to go to the movies now. Like, y'all throwing me in the middle of shit I don't have an answer for. It threw me for a loop. These are kids that we have to show that at this age, like,
That part.
they're going to ask questions.
Yeah.
They are going to ask. I don't have the answer.
Okay. Snoop. Went from performing to the Trump ball to a lot of people are not happy with Snoop right now.
Yeah.
I see your face. You look disgusted.
I'm disgusted, but I'm also just like why are you scared? That I think that's part of the reason why am I why I'm disgusted. Why are you scared? Like I understand it puts you in an uncomfortable position to have those kind of conversations, but what's the fear for? And the thing is not every movie has that type of like dynamic in it all the time. So for you to sit there and kind of be like, oh well, this is why I'm scared. No. Like it doesn't have to be that way all the time.
Well, I mean, there's a simple answer for that. I mean, well, I don't have children, so I can only speak so much, but um I don't like this whole idea that it's all of the newer shows. Like they say the newer shows and the newer movies and they add all this woke stuff and blah blah blah. And I will say that there are some things that they do put in some of this newer stuff that I don't necessarily agree with, but I also feel like if you're going to take aim at newer shows, you also have to take aim at older shows because if I'm not mistaken, did we not see Bugs Bunny as a kid? I saw Bugs Bunny cartoons where he was walking around wearing drag. He was walking around dressed as a woman. He was kissing Elmer Fudd and Yosemite Sam, and they thought he was a woman. You know what I'm saying? It's just
SpongeBob does the same thing.
It's like freaking Powerpuff Girls. You know what I'm saying with the lobster
Yeah.
bad guy. Yeah, it's just like there was things in those movies and TV shows back then as well. It's just that a lot of people they just weren't paying attention to it.
You're either not paying attention to it or you're blinded by nostalgia.
True.
I think nostalgia has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
And like you said, I think more of it has to do with people are more so like they're looking for it instead of just watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, like you said, the Powerpuff Girls is a good example. Looney Tunes is a good example. SpongeBob is a good example. Like all these shows that we watched when we were kids, it's like it was there. It just wasn't the dynamic wasn't as I wouldn't say I guess in your face as it is now, and that's why people have a problem with it.
Sure. Yeah, I think it's the same thing with music. It's just there was a lot of innuendos and stuff that were thrown in R&B and stuff like that, which is why I think as children a lot of us were able to listen to it without putting two and two together. Whereas it's where this newer music, it's very you're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's just no, I'm sucking his dick. You know what I'm saying? It's just not they're no for real. They don't leave anything to the imagination, which sometimes takes away from the fun of the song. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
it takes away from the allure. So it's it's nothing personal against a Sexy Red or a Cardi B or whoever, but you make it unfun.
I think a lot of it has to do with like people's like I guess like reward system. You know, like back in the day, you could probably use the word like fellatio in one of those like R&B songs, and like you said, like a kid, like us as kids, unless you knew what that word meant, you had no idea what fellatio.
I thought it was an Italian person.
See,
you know what I'm
so
saying?
like
An Italian dish.
Someone using fellatio, you're like whoa, like okay,
Sounds tasty.
You know, like yeah. Then you have like
Come to find out when I got older, it was.
That's my div right there. Yeah. But yeah, then you got like Cardi B and Sexy Red and Meg Thee Stallion talking about like I'm riding his dick or I'm sucking his dick. You're just like, whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
They kind of like go in, and my thing is just like you always want to talk about like protecting the kids, but like a child could watch like their whole childhood could be filled with watching stuff that doesn't have anything to do with anything sexual, gay or anything of that nature. And they still would probably maybe end up growing up to be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like you shielding them from certain things is not going to stop them from becoming something that they feel like they are. And side note, folks act like you being gay is like the worst thing that could possibly happen to you. Like there are so many worse things that your child can end up being. You know what I'm saying? Like they could be a freaking serial killer. You know what I'm saying? I would rather my son be gay than a serial killer. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like you're
sitting you're sitting at the dinner table. You're just like, son. So we have to talk. So like, what's going on, Dad? So, be honest with me. Are you giving up your bussy, or are you killing people? Well, Dad, be honest with me.
You know, it'd be hilarious. He's just like, son, I found a bunch of knives and dead cat corpses in your closet. Dad, I'm a serial killer. Oof, I thought you was going to say you was gay. Oh, man. Holy crap. You scared me right quick, son.
Nancy, we're good. We're good. He's not gay.
Okay, I can put the Bible away. All right. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. I'm not actually joking. I can say this. I love the Lord.
Yo,
I'm a Christian, man. I don't listen.
I can only imagine that conversation, bro, with like husband and a wife, where they're like he's gay. I don't think he's gay. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure he's gay, bro. Like he searched up gay porn on Pornhub. I can't do this. Bring out the Bible. Bring out the Bible and bring out the holy water. We're about to crucify this nigga. Okay, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this motherfucker, man.
Tie him down like boondocks. But I think I don't know, man. I feel like with Snoop, and I think the reason why people are a little bit more mad towards Snoop is because like Snoop, for the longest, his image has always been a pimp. His image has always been a gangster. His image has always been a womanizer. So it's kind of like you're worried about the wrong thing. Like you're worried about this child. You know what I'm saying? Like, watching a movie. It's a very simple fix. You just watch the movie. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it as simple as I watched Remember the Titans when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. There was a scene the dude kissed Gary because I guess he was trying to screw with him because he called him a fruitcake. And as a kid, I saw that and I just was like, I don't know. I just never put two and two together. I just saw, okay, he kissed the dude. And I never was just I never questioned anything about myself. All of that stuff, that happens as life goes on. There's not a movie that is going to prompt you to feel anything. I don't know. It's just, you should be worried about them asking about you. You should be worried about them asking about you, Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to pay attention more to the people that's in their lives as influence, not something that they watch on a movie. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing. It's people want to be like, when I watched this movie as a kid and it ended up scarring me forever. I don't believe that that's true. A small child. Now, I don't agree with children watching certain things. I would not have my son watch freaking Friday the 13th
Mhm.
or Halloween or anything of that nature. I wouldn't want them to watch something like that because you're not ready to see something like this. But if they were, that's not going to scar the child. You know what's going to scar the child? If you're a horrible parent, if you beat your kids, if you neglect your kids, if you manipulate your kids. That's what's going to scar them. Not a freaking movie, bro. You need to grow up.
Well, I think it depends on. I think to me it depends on the movie because I am on the aspect of there are certain things that can scar a kid only because of like lack of preparation and like how old they are. I can probably talk about that personally because when I was, I think I was 8. I was 8 or 9 when I moved back to the States. So I lived in Germany from when I was 5 until I was about like 9 years old. And when I came back, I didn't know what the Ku Klux Klan was because I wasn't taught that yet.
Interesting.
And so, when I moved to Florida, my mom and dad were kind of talking to me about how there are good people and there are bad people. They didn't explain to me that like people didn't like me because of my race.
Mm-hmm.
And so, when I think this is when I was 8, I had stayed with my granddad, my dad's side, and he had me watch this movie called The Klansman. For those who do not know what The Klansman movie is, it is quite literally like them talking about like the Jim Crow era in the South, and there was a couple scenes where they had killed some black folks, but the scene that I had watched that again I was 8 that my granddad had me watch, it was when they had hog-tied down a black dude and they castrated him, and I didn't know what castration was at 8.
Sure.
And then my granddad showed me, and at that moment, I was definitely like a person where I was like like all people are good, all people are like this, all people are like that. And when I saw that scene, I was like, I'm not gonna sit there and say that I was like scared of white folks, but like at that moment, I was definitely a little bit more like holy shit, like that could happen to me. Now,
Sure.
Granted, thankfully, has not happened to me, but at that moment, I was kind of like that kind of messed with me for a long time.
Sure.
So I think movies, depending on again a level of preparation and like a level of education, they can have some kind of effect on you depending on how old you are. Especially because like when you're young like that and you're still trying to figure out the world, being 8, 9, 10 years old, like stuff like that has like a long lasting effect on you.
Yeah, I think cause my dad, he was kind of intense with it too, cause he had us watch like Roots at a very young age.
Oof.
Yeah, and so
Oof.
I think in his mindset, like because you gotta like kind of guide your children into stuff like that, but in his mindset, he was probably like, well, me as a kid and the people that came before me, they didn't have that grace to be guided into that. Children at a young age were used as alligator bait and some more type of time. And so it's like a lot of them didn't get an opportunity to be guided into this. So they need to know right off the bat, like there is no sugarcoating it. I'm ripping this Band-Aid off now. You can watch the My Friend Martin stuff later, but like you need to know.
Good kid, bad theories.